Kinfolk, you already know what it was, what it is, and what it always will be. The Black Owned Podcast. I'm your host, the main man with the game plan, and the game plan ain't the same plan. I've been a major figure since baby pickers. Janice's oldest boy, Sincere, is definitely in the building. I got my co-host with me.
Hey y'all, it's y'all girl Peaches. Y'all missed me, didn't y'all?
You did. Hey man, look, we apologize, you know what I'm saying, for the last minute, notification last week, but sometimes, I mean, life happens, you know what I'm talking about. But we back at it like a crack addict today, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button as y'all coming in, man. Please share the broadcast. Go to our YouTube page. Please hit that subscribe button. It's only going to help us out in the long run. We appreciate y'all giving us a little bit of your time today. We got a couple things for you. Peaches, pop it off. What we talking about? First of all, we want to do what?
Wait, the Peaches picks?
First of all, we want to talk about these good old Milwaukee Bucks.
Oh, yes.
First of all, we want to do that. We want to say congratulations, you know what I'm saying, to the Milwaukee Bucks winning that good old NBA championship the other night. Giannis Antetokounmpo acted a complete fool, probably one of the best closeout game performances of all time with the 50-piece he dropped. 4 boards, 5 assists, 5 blocks. It was all over the place.
Yeah, and then, I'm a sucker for real. So, it was excited while it was going on, but like his reaction after that, like it was a tear jerker for me. Like when I see people like big, grown, strong men get emotional, which just do something to me.
Yeah, man. He definitely. You know what I seen I seen today his Instagram post that he did the day after where he went to Chick-fil-A. He ordered a 50-piece nugget, and yeah, he went to I mean, it's just so he's so like it's like a child. He like a child with how happy he is. I would what I'm saying. Yeah. He definitely made a fan out of me, man. I like to see that he understands that the position he in. He playing a game for a living, making millions of dollars. And he was like so elated, that about well, he don't take it for granted.
He took that game from them.
Oh yeah, facts.
That was Debo. Like before Craig got his courage up. He knocked him out. I'm too old, man.
Yeah. He beat them by himself. Yeah. You know what else though? That kind of got me with the whole Bucks winning the championship thing was I was a little upset at the Suns, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like they just like Chris Paul, you've been in the league 16 years, man. You supposed to have blood on your face before you leave the floor like that.
They knew what it was. He felt that energy. He knew he wanted to save himself the embarrassment. You know what I mean? Like
he did a poor job of that.
He felt that energy. That boy wasn't playing with him.
He just completely punked. What's my man name? DeAndre Ayton. He just punked him for 48 minutes.
I wanted him to play his balls in his face so bad. That would have been epic, boy. That would have made that meme right there would have been tragic. Like
look,
he going back in the bubble. Yeah.
It was horrible, man. DeAndre Ayton, he made me so mad. I was upset with him bad, but hey. It is what it is. Huh?
You was cursing at the TV?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You got to deal with that every time. I'm cussing at the TV. I'm telling them that they should be hunting. Why it's too many people on one side of the court and everything. I'm doing all of that.
Dane said he was inches away from a meltdown tantrum. He had to clear the court.
Hey, Chris Paul, you shouldn't hear from him for at least 2 months.
He cried in the locker room and in the car.
You hear me?
Yeah,
in the car.
Motherfucker Fitty was probably down low as a bitch.
Hey, man, because the thing was, you had to know you was gonna lose this game probably at about the minute and a half mark.
I told you he felt it.
And then you got to just be there the whole time. You know what I'm saying? These cats are celebrating, and you just, I don't know, man. I feel bad for Chris Paul, but I was happy for Giannis. So his whole family got a ring now.
What do you think is next for Chris Paul?
I don't know. I know they was talking about him going to the Lakers, which I kind of somewhat like that. But
why they keep doing it? I don't like that.
When I think he should stay with the Suns.
Yeah, look where they at. Look where the Lakers at. So is it he doing it? You know, like I don't like when they stack them teams.
I don't like it either. It was the one thing I liked about the fact that Milwaukee won, because at least they show, you know what I'm saying, like mugs can be beat.
Okay, everybody. You know what you mean mugs?
But everybody ain't got a Giannis. Oh yeah, please, everybody, stop with this whole Giannis is the best player in the NBA stuff. Stop, y'all just. I can understand he won. You know what I'm saying? He top 5 easily, but number 1. I mean, come on, man. Kevin Durant still playing ball. You know what I'm saying? LeBron still playing ball. Y'all chill out with all that. You know what I'm talking about? Giannis being the best.
But anytime you get somebody in a spotlight, that's who they gonna focus on anyway.
Yeah.
So of course he did his thing. He showed his whole ass. He left his shit on the court. His ass on that court right now.
No doubt. He did everything that team needed him to do in order for them to win. Yeah. And I'm one of the ones who was completely saying Giannis will have to average 30 points in order for these boys to have a chance, and he averaged 35.
No.
So.
But enough about that.
Right.
You know, I just a sucker, so of course I cried, not during the thing, but just at the end, watching him watch his, you know, the read. Okay, let see him beat nothing. Nah, just but let's talk about y'all boy Dame. Do you see that shit about Kevin Samuels and the petitions they trying to get Buddy off the fucking internet?
Why they trying to get him off the internet? That shit, it don't make no sense. It's dumb.
They saying they
you got to tell them who you're talking about. You got to tell them who you're talking about.
They know that's Damon. That's Chaz. We know who Kevin Samuels biscuit head ass is.
You mad at Kevin Samuels for what?
I ain't mad at him. I don't like him.
You don't like him because what? Because he got little shoulders?
That too. And that perm in his head.
He got a perm. He got a fade.
Now that motherfucker got that little S curl perm. You know, ain't no ripples in that motherfucker. That shit slick back. If he
you should be ashamed of yourself, Peach. The way you hating on this man. It's
what? How I'm hating on him? I don't like it. What I got to do it for the culture? You want me to support him?
What is the petition for?
They said I can read it. Oh wait a minute, I'm on the other thing.
Because I need you to make some sense of this.
They said that he's demeaning women. They saying that he's demeaning women, and they're at a time.
How long women can make songs about fuck dudes and y'all ain't shit. They can make whole movies about how dudes ain't shit. We get one dude in the internet that speak on behalf of men, and y'all threaten.
Man, move around.
Y'all threaten.
Pimp C them been talking about bitches. What you talking about? This some other.
Come on, that's music. Y'all don't care about it. Y'all dance to that. Y'all dance to songs that call y'all bitches. I don't know if that really counts.
I don't know either, but speaking of Pimp C, well, he's dead, rest in peace. But I was listening to I think a UGK.
Yeah.
They got a podcast, right?
Oh, word! I didn't know that.
Yeah, so I was listening to their podcast, and apparently it's a big money thing, and it's one of them violated. Do you know he sat on there because he need a job? Granted, probably, the money ain't coming in, ain't nobody buying, they just living off of their royalties at this point. He called his friend a bitch ass nigga on the podcast, a whole man.
What?
How you disrespect somebody like that, and he stood on it.
And that's his man's in it?
And he made him apologize for whatever the statement he made, because he triggered the white boy that he said some stuff that triggered the white boy, and he felt the way. Mm-hmm. And so he called him a bitch ass nigga on the radio, like talking to him crazy, and made him apologize. He actually apologized. I said, at what point do y'all pick between I'm a man first and I need some money? Because now you're some whole ass shit.
Yeah, that's facts. Because I'm gonna tell you what, that ain't gonna ride with me.
Yeah,
I don't care what the position is, and you did it on air.
And made them apologize.
Oh, yeah. They about to shut that down because they about to hear all types of foolishness and furniture moving in the background.
Okay, everything plugged up with that Titanic. Wrap this.
Yeah. Plug all this. Yeah, we better unplug all this right here. Because I'm about to tear all this up. You hear me?
Yeah, but back to Kevin Samuels. I really don't think that they should cancel him, especially when nobody got to listen to him. He got a platform because we're giving him one. So if you just unfollow, don't comment, don't like, don't tune in, he'll dwindle anyway. So of course, somebody to pick back up his slack. There you go. Damon looked it up. He said, with the rise in violence against women, especially African-American women, YouTuber Kevin Samuels has galvanized a community of men of all races and nationalities and the outspoken hatred of women. And that's what I feel like. He felt like his mama ain't get him a good stepdaddy. He hate his mama. Now, if you hate your fucking mama, a bitch ain't got a chance in hell. You know what I mean?
I'm going to tell you something, though. Here go the thing.
Oh, excuse me. I'm just cursing. Yeah.
Hey, at what point does he promote violence against women? Tell me that. Exactly.
Okay.
There's no point in time where he promotes violence against women.
He's influential, though. Remember that dude that I tagged y'all in? That video I said, get your mans. The little light-skinned dude with the little fro. Had the baby on the way. The one girl he was suing.
Oh, yeah.
Talking, when you heard him listen to it, he was saying the same stuff that Kevin Samuels was saying, but he wasn't intelligent.
All Kevin Samuels is saying is what niggas been thinking for a long time. That's all. So it ain't like he just came up with something out the blue that nobody ever. Oh man, this is brand new. I've never heard of anything like that. No, this is just what we've been thinking on the inside. He's saying on the outside. That's all that is.
So you a 3 at best. That remember he told that girl she was a 3. A 3? Dang, yeah, I don't round.
When did you tell a girl she was a 3?
The one that said she didn't want a business partner. She wanted a man, and she didn't understand why she couldn't get it.
First of all, she said she was a 5,
and he said you a 3 at best.
No. She said she was a 5, a 6 with makeup on,
and he said you a 3 at best.
He did not say that.
Yes, he did.
I wish I could pull it up right now. I sure would.
Yeah, he told her she a 3 at best.
Okay, and what that mean? Is that promoting violence?
No, but he's like Dame said, he dehumanizes them. If that man,
Who call up to this show?
Yeah, but if Kevin Samuels was a white man talking to these black women like that, y'all,
I'd be mad as hell. However, I would be like, if y'all keep calling up there, then shit, what am I supposed to do?
But because he's black, it's okay.
No, because what he's saying is correct. It's okay.
But if he was but if he was white, it wouldn't be okay.
No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't like it.
Why? Because if it's the truth, it's the truth.
You're right, but that don't mean I gotta like it. Just like that's my opinion. That's all he giving is his opinion.
Yeah, but it shouldn't have a colorism in it. Colorism. Yeah, that's where the fuck he finna be. Little Saint. Remember Little Saint? Mother about to
Hey, no, I feel the same way, bro.
But promote violence on January the 6th?
Who?
Did Trump promote violence on January the 6th?
Yes.
How?
Because he say let's go up to the what's the name and show him that we not giving up or some shit like that. He said it.
What's that?
He said let's go to the Capitol and do whatever.
Tell him to fucking run it down.
You say what?
Did he tell him to go in there and storm the Capitol? No. He just ain't tell him not to.
Right. You know what? There was a long time ago when Tupac was still alive, there was a dude that committed a murder, and he was listening to Tupac while he did it. They said that Tupac influenced this man to commit murder. Whose fault is that? Tupac's or the man that committed murder? Exactly. It's the man that committed murder. Ain't nobody gonna talk you into doing something that you don't already want to do.
Right. So
just like them people on January 6th, they already wanted to go up there and do whatever they did. They just was waiting on some type of sign for them to do it.
But buddy canceled though, right? But
tell me a time where Kevin Samuels said, you know what? Hey man, we need to start slapping these bitches. Tell me a time when he said something remotely close to that.
It's not about that.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So what is it about then?
Interpretation. Just like we said, you saying Trump incited that fucking Capitol riot.
So first of all, has Trump been charged with inciting that Capitol riot?
No.
Because he can't be, because he did not say out of his mouth, y'all go to the Capitol and tear that bitch up. He didn't say that.
He ain't been excited because the motherfuckers that really stood by him and knew that shit was gonna happen too, they gonna incriminate they fucking self. That's why he ain't been indicted. You know, he taking this bigger than Nino Brown. He taking
facts. But I'm saying he ain't Kevin Samuels ain't said nothing.
But
don't get it twisted. I don't agree with everything he say. But it's a lot of shit he say is right. It's just like Candace Owens. We had this conversation all the time. I don't agree with everything that Candace Owens say, but sometimes she come across and she hit the nail right on the damn head.
Yeah, but
y'all don't want to look at Kevin Samuels. Stop looking at him. Unsubscribe. That's all you got to do. How hard is that?
Yeah, I don't look at him now. Everything that I've seen with Kevin Samuels, somebody sent it to me. I guess they try to send me a motherfucking message, but no,
because they know you're gonna get hyped. That's why.
Yeah, but my thing is, I guarantee you, even with that Capitol riot stuff, in about 10, 15 years, that shit is gonna come out. Just like everything else. And we gonna, it's gonna be a little too late or whatever the history book's gonna be wrote, but it's gonna come out. So that's just like him. I don't think that he should.
You can't even trust history books. And I'm gonna tell you why in a minute.
I know what you can, and especially for us, as
right.
But you can't trust shit in nothing. Our whole country was built on a lie.
Facts.
We had that little thing before.
Kevin Samuels deserves a Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah, I see him. He's trying to get me started. What they say, cancel culture. Kevin Samuels getting canceled.
That's what I'm saying. Like.
Now,
it don't make no sense.
I'm wondering if he's gonna go to try to take his ex-wife back to court and get his child support reduced with his weak ass.
I don't know. You know what I'm talking about? Child support, that's something you got to deal with on your own.
Yeah. That shit.
You got to do that on your own time.
That shit he wasn't paying because as a high-value man, his wife made more money than him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But he a high-value man.
No doubt. I mean, it's just like Derrick Jackson.
Man, Derrick Jackson, he was telling them what they want to hear. Some women easy to get rocked to sleep. I saw the corny when he started selling y'all out. I couldn't even deal with him no more. How you
right? And that's why his whole following was women. Now Kevin Samuels, damn near all of his, he probably split down the middle between men and women.
I don't know, but with Derrick Jackson, I just how they used to be putting them little clips of him on. Once I read that and I saw that you was a cornball ass motherfucker, and you telling on the dudes like you can't even go. Don't nobody want to play basketball with you, bruh. No, who taking you on? Move around, But that's the same thing. It's Kevin Samuels' delivery.
You're mad at delivery. You just got finished telling me the truth is the truth when I said I'd be mad if it was a white dude.
You're right, but it's still his delivery.
The truth is the truth.
I mean, I can say, boy, fuck you, and boy, go head on. It means the same thing, but it's the delivery. You ain't gonna be as offended if I say, man, go head on. If I be like, boy, fuck you, do I look like I want your number? Now you want to fight. Like,
hey, dang, this Joe I'm busting too, bro.
Okay.
It don't matter. Just like you said, the truth is the truth. It shouldn't matter.
So it shouldn't matter if it's coming from him or a white man. But y'all liberated. Remember that one with the little racist thing, and everybody was outside his house. And when he got arrested, they was throwing the damn stuff.
He was fucking a little boy. That's completely different.
It would have been the same thing.
Oh my God! Come on, Peaches. Now that that ain't even a good argument. That ain't even a good argument. Kevin Samuels, the Pope, and Mother Teresa walked into a bar. Bell all one today, boy. Bell is all one today.
But let's talk about the little crazy things that's going on like in the world. Like I feel like we've sheltered our children so much that like they don't have the sense that God give them, not mine in particular. Specifically, the situation in Louisiana. Where the little boy, he climbed through the window and upstairs to see the man in Louisiana daughter, and when the daddy called him, he shot and killed him?
So the article read that, first of all, I got a problem with it because he was 17, the girl was 14. That's problem number one.
That's like
problem number two is they never say who shot first, because shots were exchanged. So the boy had to fire on him too.
Yeah.
And he was wounded. So I'm wondering if the father shot him and then the boy shot back. It never really makes that clear in the article.
Yeah.
But the issue, or where you have taken issue, is
no, he had multiple gunshot wounds.
Who did?
The father.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he had multiple gunshots, and I think the boy was hit one time.
Yeah.
But they said that multiple shots were exchanged.
But who was shooting?
That's what I want to know. And then no matter how you are, no matter how pissed off you are, if you want to shoot this boy, but he's in vicinity of your daughter where you don't know, if I squeeze this trigger, I'm gonna hit her. So that couldn't have been the case. So I think there had to be some of that story that's missing.
Was he coming in the window, or he wasn't already laid up there? He was
already in the window. I know that. I don't know if he was already laid up or not.
Laid up with his daughter. But anybody, your big grown ass, you seen the 17-year-old in 2021?
Yeah, they different. They built different out here today.
Corn-fed motherfuckers, but like, you what? So yeah, her father probably had to shoot him. He didn't want to shoot no felon with buddy.
He probably should have shot him in his hand so the boy couldn't shoot back.
Yeah.
Hey, but the boy around here, he's 17 years old, traveling with a weapon. That tells you a lot already.
Yeah, the daughter like them boys I like. Now, y'all seen that post I put up the other day? Ain't the best kind of sleep is under the fan with a nigga with a felony. No.
You stupid. Hey, he got one now.
Hey, you get the bust down. You don't get the church socks. But that's just something. I just was wondering, like, at 14, I would have been scared shitless. And my dad in the house, come over where? And do what? At my house? Oh, no.
Nah, that ain't happening.
Nah, I'd probably be scared to sneak out, but he'd catch me sneaking back in the house before he catch a man laid up in his house. That's disrespectful as hell anyway. You know what I mean?
That's the whole thing right there. It's like the disrespect part. Like, neither one of them really took that into consideration. Because I mean, even if that was my son, I would be like, damn, like, that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, you expect that, you know what I'm saying, the kids gonna be kids, you know what I'm saying? At a certain age, little boys is led by their penis more than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But you would think, like, bro, like, first of all, this type of shit can happen.
But my thing is that 3-year age gap, like you talking about, he probably talked her into that shit.
I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what the specifics are, but like I said, I don't like the age gap with him being 17 and she being 14.
What would you do? 2 years is okay?
2 years is what?
What, like for your daughter, like, I
can do it. Now when she 18 and he 21, I can swallow that.
Now, I mean, for your 16-year-old, what? And that's 10th grade, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if she was dating a senior and he get ready, and then he leave to go to college, she's still in high school. Is that okay?
Yeah, 16, 18, 17, 19, I could do.
So you're saying 2 years is good, not 3?
In that situation.
Yeah, and they smashing early.
Oh, facts. You know what I'm saying? That's for real.
That gotta had to be the rage. And you see him, you think you finna come in my house and snide my daughter? And I'm on my couch. I know you fucking lying. Like, you wouldn't be able to control yourself.
Yeah, but the sad thing is, I mean, that's what, 3-4 lives ruined? How many lives ruined off of that?
Yeah, everybody's. And especially if that was the breadwinner. You made a childish decision that upset and restructured your entire home and the rest of your life.
Dame said he only giving his daughter 6 months. That's it. I ain't mad at you, Dame. I ain't mad at you, blood.
Oh, Nala, he rocking. Nala got him wrapped around her. She ran everybody.
Hey, look,
the whole house. Him,
the dangerous position, boy.
Yeah, Dame, that's cute. Nala gonna be outside with it.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Peaches on my side.
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that.
Nala going outside.
Don't do that. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, I don't know, man. I think it's a whole like I said, that lives are ruined. This little boy, no matter what, he definitely gonna go to jail for a long time.
I mean,
this daughter don't have her father, and she gotta live with the fact that her father is dead because of her. She ruined.
So do Louisiana got to stand your ground law?
I don't know. But who was standing their ground?
The boy, especially if the daddy.
How you know that? How you know he's standing his ground?
If he was in the house, he was invited in the house.
Okay.
And her daddy came with a gun, and he protected himself. That's something.
Whose property is he on? He not on that daughter property. He on that man property. So if somebody had to stand your ground right, it would be him. Yeah, not the little boy.
I ain't got to stand up and let you fucking kill me because your daughter let me.
I mean, I look, like I said, there's a lot of holes in the story. It's a lot of parts of it that, you know what I'm saying, we don't know, that wasn't really expressed in the article. But you know, I'm just saying that. I mean, he's on his property. If anybody had a stand your ground right, it would be him more than anybody else.
Yeah, but if he starts shooting at this boy first and he shot back, he gonna have that having that gun under disabilities, that shit. But if he shot him and he wounded and this one dead.
Yeah, I mean, it's again, the girl is gonna be jacked up because she the only witness. She the only eyewitness.
Okay.
You read it now?
Yeah, it say Louisiana revised theirs, and it say a person who is not engaged in unlawful activity and in a place where they have the right to be has no duty to retreat before using deadly force and may stand their ground and meet force with force. So if her dad shot him and he shot him back, he met force with force.
Right.
So this little boy, his life ruined. He watched a man die.
Yeah, and her life is ruined too.
You know, the whole structure of that house, everything that he finna take his family to, all for some vagina. From the beginning of time, this coochie is driving these people crazy.
Right.
Yeah.
Amen. The daughter cultivated the whole thing. Probably told the little nigga that her daddy was crazy. He probably, you know what I'm saying? He probably did. But and also, I mean, think about it. I mean, let's be real about it. If a boy 17 walking around with the burner on him, he living a certain type of lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
I done seen something or whatever because my ex, when he was 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or 15, he was young or whatever, Eric, and he was walking down the street when the starter jackets was out, and he was crossing the street, and another boy was crossing the street too, or whatever, and a car stopped to shoot at the man, and he got shot with a shotgun, beat all of the, he's 16. And he said from then on, he took his dad. He said he never want to be in that position no more. So we don't know like what happened or what transpired, where they lived at, the environment, kill or be killed, dog eat dog,
Yeah. But like, and again, it's like I said, it's just a sad situation all around when you think about the repercussions of, the fallout of what happens off of the decisions of a 14-year-old. You get me?
Right.
So that's crazy.
I'm just wondering, he had to talk her in that. That's a slick motherfucker. Ain't no way in hell you finna talk me into letting you climb in the window with my daddy at home.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think that could have been her first time.
It couldn't have been her first time.
It could have been.
And your daddy just downstairs with a beer and a remote? Oh, no.
It could not have been. I'm telling you.
Oh, no.
It couldn't have been.
You know the dude.
But here go. Oh, you know what? Before I get to this, I want to know what people's opinions are, and we can talk about this real quick. So earlier, I'm scrolling through Facebook and I see Dame posted something caught my attention.
Oh, that shit is our reply.
So I said, let me pose the question and see what everybody would do, right? So what he posted was an account of text going back and forth between what is obviously a mother and a baby daddy. And the mom says, "Hey, did you pick Lil J up from school?" He says, "Yeah, I'm dropping him off home right now." She said, "Why didn't you get Howard at the same time?" And he said, "Howard ain't my son. I just wanted to give my son a ride home in my new car." She said, "You can't pick up Lil J and leave his brother behind. You that selfish to kids?" And then he said, "Listen, let me get my father-son time with giving my son a ride home." Was he wrong?
I don't think he was wrong. You know, like that wasn't something that he wanted to share. He was proud of his accomplishment. He got a car, probably went go fast. He wanted to get his son. You pick that other baby daddy. If he driving you go, that's on him. You know, he wanted to get his son, show him his new car, pull up at the car, and the little friends get to see him getting in his daddy new car. That's something, you know.
Right.
That he don't owe that to a kid that you picked a whole nother dude to have a baby by. That's on y'all.
Facts.
You know, at the point when I didn't, you know, especially if he don't normally pick him up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Lil J was gonna be, or not Lil J, that was the little boy name. Howard was gonna be on the bus anyway. Probably wouldn't have known until he got to 5 minutes, 10 minutes from home that his brother wasn't on the bus. Like, hey, hold up, what Lil J, you know? I feel like women try to force situations is not there. You know, we don't know the relationship that they have. Can y'all still hear me? My little thing came out.
Yeah, we can still hear you.
You can't force a relationship. We don't know that. You can't make somebody be a father to your only child. Now, is it fucked up? Yeah. You know, but that's just like me. My children, I have 2 by 1, and my oldest is by somebody else. If he want to go do something with his daughter and the other 2 here, I'm not making him take them. They ain't got nothing to do with it. We not together. You know, this ain't no kumbaya moment. You know, this is real life. And if we teaching in real life situations, sometimes your ass gonna be left out. You know, get used to it.
Yeah. I thought about it, and it made me think a couple of things. The first thing it made me think is sometimes, you know, it's probably a hard question that Lil Howard might have asked that mom didn't want to answer. She felt some type of way about it. And so now you're going to try to check Lil J daddy for picking him up and not picking. What would make you think I got some type of responsibility to a child that's not mine? I don't have that responsibility. You know what I'm saying, bro? Secondly, it made me think, you know what? I wonder if the other daddy is a POS. Because every time that's the case, the good baby daddy, he the only one who catch that type of beat.
Yeah.
Like every time I come around, I'm picking up my boy. We're gonna go to the Six Flags or something. Like can you take Howard with you? No, I can't take Howard with me. What you talking about?
But
he's gonna be here by himself and he gonna come back with all of these, you know, Jay gonna come back with all of this stuff. And what that got to do with me?
Yeah, same thing like at Christmas when we bought the little girl the stuff, and the mama couldn't buy the other kids, not, you know, get them the Christmas. And you would have got 3 different baby daddies, but you gonna push the ownership on this man and make sure your other kids. Why they get to be a fucking deadbeat? But you want to, because I take care of my child, you want to use that as a leverage, you know, and try to make it seem like it's a package deal. Like I think what you told me, he ain't got 1 kid, he got 3. I said, no, you got 3 and 3 baby daddies. Let's be clear. He got 1.
Right.
And you ain't sitting in the hall monitor to my house, you know, for him to come back and report everything.
Okay, yeah. You hear me? What's going on? You hear me?
Yeah, but you know how they don't know, like he didn't take Lil J to see somebody or meet up, you know, like
know what the deal is.
What it was.
Hey, Dame said, why didn't the mother clear with dude what his intentions was? I'm sure he didn't just go get him without her knowing, which was clear that she knew by the way the text looked. That way she could have made, you know what I'm saying, other arrangements. Facts.
I'm sure he didn't say, I'm going to get Lil J and them. He said he's going to go get his son.
Yeah. I'm going to go get my boy.
After the fact, talking about what Howard, like, we ain't even had that conversation. What you mean with Howard? Did he have
a... You know what I'm saying? Don't do that.
Did he have a detention? You know, and did he have after school program? I don't know what little Howard.
I don't know what's going on. You hear me? You hear me?
Yeah.
So if she didn't get that clear, you know, she didn't clear up anything as far as what, you know, hey, you know what? If you don't mind, could you, you know what I'm saying, blah, blah, blah. And even then, he still ain't got to. He could have been like, no, you know what I'm saying? It's, you know, I kind of want to spend this time, you know what I'm saying, with just, you know, me and him, you know, whatever.
That's his right, though.
Facts. That's the thing about it.
I understand, but you notice on the comments on Dame post, the women was saying that was fucked up.
Don't get me started.
One that posted that if you got step kids, you know, if I with you when you got kids, them still just your kids.
Yeah.
You know, like if I do something, it's gonna be out the kindness of my heart. But you know, you pick them daddies. Like you know, anybody I deal with, I don't need you to play daddy because my kids got daddies. Right. You know, play your position in this house, but when it, you know, you can discipline him and do all that stuff, but they got a daddy. No, they ain't gotta call you daddy. No, they, you know, your name, you know. Yeah. And if they get comfortable in a relationship, go that far, and you become their stepdad and want to call you dad, I won't stop that because my oldest daughter calls my ex-husband daddy. You know, she was in his life since he was in her life since she was 3. But and he played that role for her. But hold on. If them kids pass a certain age, they are not my kids. Wait a minute.
Hey, Mel, what age is that? What age is that, Mel? What age they got to be passed for that to happen? I don't care what age they are. That nigga could be 2 months old.
Hey, that little nigga in there crying. Like,
you better go get him.
Oh, don't let him boo-boo. Don't come over here with
you definitely don't call me. I ain't the one.
Okay.
I'm like, what? You want me to what? No, fam, that ain't me. That ain't me. If I was introduced to Mr. Bell, then I'm going to stay Mr. Bell.
Some people have a problem with that though. Like that, why they keep calling me Mr.? I've been around them. That's your name.
Yeah.
You know that we gonna put the emphasis on Mr. because it's a respect thing, you know.
Fact.
That's what it is. But these women, I couldn't believe it. They always do little shit to get a reaction out of people.
Hey, that was a good one. That comments was going up too, boy. I was looking at them women comments. I was like, women ain't shit, boy. Their mothers are twist everything around to make it fit their narrative, boy.
Yeah, they picked that though. You know what I mean? You picked them daddies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
When y'all was out of here in these streets and you and these other girls was arguing and y'all was coming to each other like a woman for them kids that they was just pushing out there. He won't. No, he probably told you to get an abortion and you kept it trying to keep the nigga anyway. You know.
Let me introduce another one I got that you know, just to kind of gauge what you think, and then I can tell you what I think. So there was a post and it says Paul got $1,500. After Paul got his $1,500, he gave his girl his ass to kiss. What is Paul? So I'm looking in the comments, you know, the dudes is like a player from the Himalayas, you know, an OG and all this other kind of stuff, you know what I'm saying? This, that, and the other. So, and I put in there a poor decision maker.
I wouldn't even say
what you think about that?
You know, people do stuff and enter into relationships and stuff, and it's not always pure. It might be a motive. That's what I said. Like when these men, these trash bag ass niggas, you know, ain't got nowhere to go. You gotta your rent $25. It's a lick. You know, I'm gonna go over here, knock you down, eat up your kids' fruit snacks, and when I get it on my feet, I'm up out of here. Paul got on his feet and he slid. You know, Lord coming, you knew what you was dealing with. That was you know. But that's some whole ass shit. But you know, still $1,500. Oh, you
first of all, I was tripping over that too. I was like, $1,500, and you gonna be like, hey, girl, get out off of $1,500.
What you gonna do in 2 days? Because it's gone.
That's gonna be gone, fam.
If you was thinking about $1,500, you ain't about to keep it.
That was gone. But anyway, in my mind, I guess it's
$1,500.
You say what?
Paul went and bought a chain with that $1,500.
Okay. and got him a new chick who rent $25.
Okay.
Hey, but this is my thing. I'm looking at it. I'm like, First of all, I don't really know that. Of course, the context is all over the place. You don't really know, you know what I'm saying, what the situation is between Paul or whatever, blah, 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 right? So I'm always, you know, I put myself in this situation. So I'm like, $1,500. If I get $1,500, I would give $1,500 to wifey.
But not if he ain't got it. If Paul was waiting, they talking about he got on his feet. What
with $1,500
for that? Which was on your ankles? You get on your feet with $1,500.
Like, how you get on your feet with $1,500?
$1,500 written deposit. Fuck all that shit. Now, what you gonna on the person next month?
On a grown man tip, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, man, look, I get $1,500. I could 100% say I give $1,500 to wifey and be like, yo, hey, you know what I'm saying? Here you go. This, you know what I'm saying?
Especially
we got this extra money or whatever.
For you though, you know,
hey, at least do something with it. Do something with it.
Shit, Paul.
I know for a fact, wifey, if I gave $1,500, I know she could bring me back. Not just me, but I know she could make us $15,000 off of that $1,500.
Yeah, my thing is this: when you think about that little $1,500,
how comfortable is Paul in life? Seriously, Raji, I don't know how comfortable this boy is. If $1,500 made him tell his old lady to kiss his ass, like
she probably was a nag. He probably didn't want to live in them bricks because if he thought he got on his feet with $1,500, y'all know the walls in our house is made of bricks.
No, cinder blocks.
Them cinder blocks, right?
Yeah, you hear me?
And he said, "Fuck this! I'm tired of sleeping up under the fan. I'm out this."
You hear me?
Ain't even no
I couldn't believe that.
Yeah, I'm going to change my life. I'm taking my talents to
I'm out of here. I'm taking my you hear me?
Efficiency.
I'm going somewhere else. I'm going somewhere else.
Yeah.
Last thing. Texas. So you know I'm down here in the good old state of Tejas.
Yeah.
You see that they the Senate passed a bill that no longer requires schools to teach that the KKK is morally wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't have to teach that no more. You don't have to teach that the Ku Klux Klan is morally wrong.
I thought you was about to talk about how they walked out of the out of the Senate, out of the thing, and to go to DC to take their stuff for the voting up to the higher. That's what I was talking about.
He wanted them arrested when they got back here.
You said what?
He wanted them to be arrested when they got back here.
For what?
For leaving, because they left while the floor was still active. He wanted them arrested.
Under what law?
That's what I said. I don't know what he like arrested. Like, how you gonna arrest him for what? You know what I'm saying? But he didn't. But I was just wondering, like how he gonna arrest him? You know, and on what grounds? But anyway, so I mentioned that because we're in the middle of this whole thing with the schools about teaching critical race theory. And, of course, that's been met with all types of resistance from, not just white people, but even, saying some people of color. Few of them, but some. Texas is turning into the Wild Wild West. That's a fact.
It ain't oil money over there. They be the Wild Wild West.
But this the thing, though. Like the whole country, we with now this voter rights thing is not just in Texas.
But y'all,
this is nationwide.
No, they stand in Texas. They standing on that shit.
Yeah, facts. But I'm just saying, this is nationwide. Like nationwide, we damn near going back to Jim Crow laws when it comes to voting. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, this particular thing is not a Texas thing. Texas caught all of the media attention because the Democrats got up and walked out and flew to DC.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, if you've been paying attention to any portion of the news, then you will definitely see that the type of laws that's trying to be implemented here in Texas is being implemented. Louisiana, Florida, Nevada, California, all of these states and others that I can't remember, they are doing the exact same thing.
Yeah, Georgia. But I mean, yeah, but when you think about it, the only difference is media attention. More people are paying attention to what's going on in these laws. More people are coming out to vote. So, when we think about it, just like the education, how you saying they don't want to teach the children that the KKK is morally wrong, that's their roots.
Right.
So if you tell the kids that the stuff that they learned or the pictures that they see in the books or any of those things was something that should not have happened. My computer about to die. Then what is that saying about their whole upbringing? So no, they're not gonna go against that. No, they're not gonna do anything. Then they will have to tell about the Indians and how they killed them or pilfered them. They will have to tell write the history from our point of view of what really happened. They're not America want them to paint the white man who is supposed to be the supreme as the bad guy, and they're protecting their own. Just like we fighting for what we fighting for, they're fighting to retain the shit that they already had. We can't expect them to just lay down because that ain't happening.
I'm glad you said what you said, but this the thing that I have in my mind when I think of it is that when you hear other people talk about it, when I've heard a lot of people get up and especially on the Senate and Congress floor or whatever, they're always talking about a narrative. Oh, well, we don't want to paint the United States in XYZ type of picture.
But
what a picture is true. But this the thing, like if nothing is fact based anymore, like the news even stopped being about facts moons ago, and it's more about painting a narrative. It's more opinion based. Hey, this is what I think, and we take it as the truth. You know what I'm saying? We need to just be able to present these kids with facts, and then you allow them to draw their own conclusions.
Okay.
And then whatever comes, with that comes with that. Okay, so yeah, this is what happened. This is how America was founded. Once we got here, this is what we did. These are the people that we did it to. This is what happened as a result of X, Y. Just
Let me take it up, right? We the big guy. We the bad guy to a lot of people in the world. We the big brother to a lot of people in the world. However, right, the story that we teaching these kids in school, that ain't what they teaching the kids in Canada. Did you guys ever ask, get the opinion or get what they being taught overseas or in another part of the world? Because that picture that we trying to keep here, the rest of the world already see us for what we are. So we really serving our children. Y'all trying to act like y'all trying to coddle them. We're giving them a disadvantage. You going somewhere, they don't even respect you. You American. Y'all killing y'all own people. You
killing your own people. Yeah.
Like so. You like even the racial stuff, like they not gonna get that respect, in Bahrain. Right. They don't cover you. They call us sister. How you doing, brother? How you doing, sister? They don't like white people. So you think that the story of America over in Bahrain and Iraq and Saudi Arabia is what we got in these books?
Is what we teach. But see, that's I'm glad you said that, because that was a point I want to make. Ron G said it's all about perspective. I agree. You know what I'm saying? However, when we talking about what's going on in the way that they're saying, no, we're not going to teach this, we're not going to teach that. This is nationalism. It's basically what it is. It's nationalism. We're going to teach you that America is the greatest place, on the planet, that we are the big dogs, that we're number one, so forth and so on. And then we're going to couple that by cultivating the news to fit the narrative that we paint. We're going to tell you that Gaddafi was bad because he did X, Y, Z. We're going to tell you that my man who, because I still think, we had something to do with my man in Haiti getting murdered. We're going to tell you that, he was, X, Y, Z, blase, blase. But then when you go back and then you figure out that Gaddafi wanted, freedom for, Africa, that he wanted to not accept the Rothschilds bank and have a bank of their own in Africa, then you understand, like, oh man, we bullying people.
That's the same thing that happened with Haiti. Remember, Citibank put their bank out of business.
Right. Yes. Yes.
They were trying that president, even though he was a banana grower or whatever he is, he wanted change, and what he wanted, what affect everybody else. Even like they oil line. Remember, they got the oil line that goes to Haiti. They got that cut off, and somebody else bought it out, and so now they had to pay more money to get the oil and stuff imported. They've been lining them up. And then when you look at the people, how the two guys was from Florida. Right. Some of them was DEA agents. DEA informants. Whole thing, like, this is another thing that's gonna come out, like Martin Luther King and all that later on, and be like, hey, we did this.
It's fishy in the mug. Ron G said we selling the American dream, and it's a lot depending on what color you are. We need to stop with the American dream thing, because what is that at this point in time? Because even right now with this whole pandemic thing, blah blah blah. There's a large exchange of money going on. Like right now, the biggest exchange in wealth is happening right now as we are in this pandemic, right? And just think back when Clinton was president. Now Clinton was whatever, he was what he was, but the gap between the have and the have-nots was so thin that after the fact they was like, we gotta fix this. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta recalculate everything so that we can make sure that there's a clear and definitive line between those who have and have not. If you've been looking at the last month, actually, they talking about how consumer products have risen, some as high as 10%. So you already outpacing inflation by more than 300%.
You're doing that, and with the jobs, how
right, and exactly. So, and you're not providing jobs, and the jobs that you are providing are not paying a living wage. You know what I'm saying, to people.
Right. It's not paying a living wage, and they mad because these people not going back to work to bust their ass and still can't pay their bills.
But the IRS just sent out, like, what they say, like $2.2 trillion more dollars because they just sent out another $1,400 checks to today.
To who?
You don't qualify. Neither do I. That's why I didn't even know we was doing it. But I seen it today.
You got $1,400.
1,400. That's why these people are not going to work. They say, "Well, I'm gonna go to work for me. I can get 1,400 a month." And even here, you know what I'm saying, with the we were under a moratorium for rent.
Yeah.
The moratorium was supposed to end in 2 weeks. They extended it again all the way out to August 31st.
Oh yeah. So ain't nobody about
to get up and start doing no work.
Yeah. Oh man, I thought it was supposed to be in the federal part of the unemployment. A lot of the states cut that off, that extra $300. So I think that
he'll qualify for the 1,400.
Like Dylan saying, you just kept us in the dark. He like, yep, yesterday I'm asking him for $1,400.
He ain't seen not one of them checks.
Who? Dane? Definitely.
Or Ron G, neither one of them.
But shoot, I don't know. Let me make sure my daughter.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like the way that they have things kind of tattered out right now is a little bit. It's crazy on whether they what they're doing and what they're expecting people to do. But I think that, like I said, they serve you up and then they slam you down, because even with this rental moratorium, I don't know if a lot of these people who doing it know. But once the rental moratorium is up, whatever you haven't paid over XYZ amount of months is due immediately. So if you haven't paid your rent in 9 months, you owe 9 months of rent the day that moratorium is over.
I think that this whole thing, it just opened up a lot of stuff, like with the scammers for the PPP loans and stuff. I don't think that, granted, people didn't look at the big picture, like all the way down the line. Do you know if you are delinquent in anything that you owe to the government, you can't get a student loan?
Yes.
So you gonna go and you done hit them for some PPP shit, unless they take your taxes for however many years. Yep. You don't owe that, and you're not going to get a student loan. It's going to fall.
And not just that. If you was caught up in that and you are living in any type of government housing, you automatically you're going to lose that housing.
Yep. So, and then you got them getting unemployment, getting the PPP loan. They looked at this little bit of money and jumped on it. But then I think about it like from a hood standpoint, this some goddamn blue collar shit. They don't care.
Oh man, they know exactly what you was going to do. They say, yeah, you offer them a little money, you know what I'm talking. It's just like when people sue, when people go to sue big companies, the big company and say, hey, look, we'll give you $2 million, you know what I'm saying, if you settle out of court. Because they know in court you can win 20 million.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they doing the same thing. Oh, yeah, we just gonna rock them to sleep with these checks. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna hit them upside their head once, you know what I'm saying, everything come back down. Then they're gonna turn around and shut down again. I got everything in my heart tells me
it's gonna kill you.
Everything in my heart tells me once the summer is over, we're gonna go into another lockdown.
You know what I'm thinking? But you like that little 500, whatever that money that they giving them every month for them kids. People didn't opt out of that, not realizing that they gotta pay that shit back with their the taxes.
And that's what I'm saying. Like they rocking you to sleep.
You're gonna get $7,000, $6,000. You're gonna get about $3,500. Now, you know, everything with shit giggles. Ain't no
Dame is on it. Dame says it's the perfect time to get into real estate. The foreclosure market is crazy, dropping housing values and raise rent demands. Listen, if it's one, I do real estate here. Let me tell you something. So one thing, it depends on where you are. One thing about this area right now is that it's booming. It's crazy right now. Like houses are being sold well over market value. But what people don't know is that those people who've been paying this money over the market value or over what it's been the asking price is they're going to create a vacuum or what's called underwater, because once all this stuff kind of clears out and it gets even again, now your house is going to be worth more, but it's going to be worth less than what you paid for it. So a lot of people going to find themselves in that situation.
Short sale, they going to having to short sell them, and I'm gonna be right there waiting.
And I'm gonna be right there to swoop them Jones right on up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, you're right. I do property management too, so the rent demands is crazy. I can't even believe sometimes the type of money I get people to pay for rent for these little like hole in the walls right now but you know what I mean, the demand is right there. So if you in the area and
now because of the state of the country, when you think about it, the turnover rate is down. You can't really evict nobody.
Yeah.
So nobody's moving. So you got to get what you know, everybody comfortable, you know, you got to get in where you fit in and you know, or find something somewhere that you don't want to be, you know. And that's what, but I feel like this market gonna crash.
It is definitely going to happen.
Yeah.
that is definitely going to happen. It's just a matter of when, not a matter of if. So, you know, that's going to be what it is. But it definitely, if anybody who paying it, you know, if you're paying attention to stuff like that, as far as real estate is concerned, just wait it out. Right when you think that it's time to buy, wait a little more, and I guarantee you'll get what you want. After a foreclosure, you can't buy again for 5 years. So I need
with the VA you can.
I was about to say it depends on your state.
1 year or 24 months, you can use your FHA loan again in 24 months, and your VA loan is either 1 year for one of them and 24 months for the other ones. But you say that's what people qualify for when you think about it. You know that those government programs.
Yeah, most of those people getting the FHA loan.
It don't follow you for all them years no more. You know, like it used to back in the day.
Yeah. That's FHA is definitely 2 years.
Yeah, they in real estate class now. He know.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. But hey man, good show. You know what I'm talking about. It's almost time for us to get on up out of here. We appreciate y'all for giving us some of your And it's time to say goodbye to all my Negro friends.
Thank you for joining. Y'all know we've been I'm gonna be in New Orleans next week or whatever.
And I'm gonna be in Miami in 2 weeks. So you know.
Oh Lord.
You know, hey, we'll let y'all know, man. We'll keep y'all updated on what's going on. Hey, I promise once school start, we'll be back to being, you know, I'm talking about regular or whatever. But
I probably get my homegirl Jada sitting in while you in Miami.
I bet. Hey, when you going to New Orleans?
Next week, Thursday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm doing my birthday up there this year. It's about to be cracking.
I seen you posted. I'm like, Dad, am I invited? What y'all on? What kid?
Huh?
We need to make Kid better be coming.
Yeah, of course, Kid coming.
Okay, good. So that means we can have yes. Let's go.
Hey, you know something? All you got to do is hit me up. I think Candyman coming too.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
But I'll probably I'm gonna be in Dallas. I think in 3 weeks.
Oh, so hit me up.
My best friend. So
hit me up. Peace, Dane.
Peace, Dane. Thank
Ron
y'all.
G, holla at y'all, man.
One.